10 true small-town horror stories that will keep you up all night. Don't watch alone. Movie Camera YouTube description. Welcome to a chilling journey through 10 true small-town horror stories that will make you question what lurks in the shadows of peaceful little towns. These tales are based on real accounts, mysterious disappearances, haunted woods, eerie strangers, and unsolved murders that still haunt local legends to this day. So grab your blanket, turn off the lights, and remember, in small towns, everyone knows everyone, until someone goes missing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more terrifying stories every night. Headphone best experienced with headphones, if you dare. Pushpin hashtags and keywords. Hashtag true horror stories, hashtag small town horror, hashtag scary stories, hashtag creepy tales, hashtag true crime, hashtag haunted towns, hashtag twatchalone, hashtag horror for sleep, hashtag real ghost stories, hashtag dark night stories, hashtag creepy podcast, hashtag scary story time. Label tags. True horror stories, small town mysteries, real life scary stories, horror story narration, true ghost stories, unsolved crimes, creepypasta, dark tales, sleep horror, scary story podcast. Headphone story script. 10 true small town horror stories that will keep you up all night. Story 1. The Man in the Yellow Raincoat, Miller's Creek, Virginia. Miller's Creek was the kind of place where nothing ever happened, until the night Sarah walked home from the diner and saw him. A tall man in a bright yellow raincoat, standing motionless by the bridge, staring into the dark water. Locals said he'd been there every storm since the flood of '62, when a school bus full of children was swept away. But Sarah noticed something chilling: the rain never touched him. And when she blinked, he was gone, leaving behind a single wet child's shoe in the mud. Story 2. The Screams from Willow Hollow, Nebraska. Every night, around 3 a.m., the residents of Willow Hollow hear screaming from the woods. The sheriff's department searched for weeks, nothing. Then one deputy followed the sound deep into the forest, and never came back. A week later, his radio was found lodged in a tree, broadcasting static, and faint, distant crying. Story 3. The Phantom Hitchhiker of Route 9, Texas. Teenagers in a small Texas town say that if you drive Route 9 at midnight, you'll see a woman in a torn white dress standing by the road, hitchhiking. Pick her up, and she'll tell you she's heading home to her parents' house near the old cemetery. But when you stop there, the car door opens and slams shut, and she's gone. One driver said he found her photo later that night, framed on a tombstone with her name. Rebecca Mills, died 1974, car accident, Route 9. Story 4. The House That Breathes, Montana. Locals avoided the Henderson farmhouse, abandoned since 1958. Visitors said they could hear the house breathing, like something alive inside its walls. A group of teens broke in one Halloween. Only one made it out. He said the wallpaper moved, as if lungs were pushing from beneath it, and something whispered his name before the floor swallowed his friend whole. Story 5. The Disappearing Bus, Ohio. On foggy nights, people claim to see an old school bus parked by the abandoned quarry. Its windows are fogged, and faint lights glow inside. If you approach, the bus door opens with a hiss, and you'll see children sitting silently, faces pale and eyes empty. But when police arrived one night to investigate, there was no bus, only wet tire tracks leading into the quarry's black water. Story 6. The Cemetery Radio, Vermont. A retired trucker, Marvin Dales, loved listening to shortwave radio. One night, he picked up a signal, a voice whispering coordinates. It led straight to the town cemetery. When he arrived, the signal grew stronger. He followed it to an unmarked grave, and his radio went dead. Next morning, they found his truck parked by the gate, engine running, driver's seat empty, door open, and the radio still whispering his name. Story 7. The Girl in the Mirror, Oregon. A small-town antique shop owner found a Victorian mirror in an estate sale. He noticed handprints forming on the glass at night. Then one morning, his wife was gone, her last words written in lipstick on the mirror. "She's on the other side." The shop closed soon after. Those who pass by at night say they can still see a woman's face trapped inside the reflection, silently screaming. Story 8. The Town That Stopped Clocks, Iowa. Every clock in the town of Eldridge stopped at 2:47 a.m. one winter night in 1989. The power grid was fine, and no one could explain it. But in that exact minute, 7 residents died in their sleep, eyes open, mouths frozen mid-scream. Their clocks, to this day, still read 2:47. Story 9. The Whistler, Maine. It started as a local joke. Someone heard whistling late at night on empty streets. Then pets began vanishing. Then people. One man left his recorder running on his porch overnight. When police found the tape, the last 30 seconds captured his door opening, the whistling stopping, and a voice whispering, "You shouldn't have listened." Story 10. The Black-Eyed Family, Kansas. On a cold October night, a couple was driving home from a church event when they saw 2 kids by the roadside. They stopped to help. The children looked up. Both had completely black eyes. "Can we come inside?" one asked. The husband started to say yes, but his wife screamed and slammed the car door shut. The kids vanished instantly. Later, when they arrived home, there were 2 handprints on the windshield, burned into the glass. Clapperboard outro. And that's the thing about small towns, they hold on to their ghosts. Because when everyone knows everyone, it's impossible to forget the ones who never made it out. Fearful, would you dare visit any of these towns? Tell us in the comments, and if you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend who loves true horror. Sleep well, if you can.